All right, let's get started.
All right, welcome to episode 2 of Granted Radio. I'm Hazem Aladdin, Emo's brother and VP of Marketing. I'll try not to be technical this time, stay functional so everyone understands why we're doing this.
It was fun looking up those words, though.
Yeah, it was. We do this podcast so we can understand and get to know artists, get the word out there about new artists and new music. In the last episode, I went technical and said why we do this technically, so search engines can find the artist and find us. But there's a more functional reason for this. And today we have Jaimz Mallett, or J Mal.
This is correct.
Yeah. We'll get to know you. This will be a very intimate session, hopefully.
My name is Emo Aladdin. I'm with Granted Records as well, and I am a new acquaintance to our guest. Actually, saw him perform live last week. Last Thursday. Yeah.
All right.
So
that's different. Usually it's artists that come on board or that we've signed on or have recorded or this is nice.
Well, I feel honored.
Yeah, well, he made quite an impression on me and the other.
You're playing alone, man. Really cool. Really cool sound.
Yeah.
Bluesy.
I started playing a lot frequently when I was in Memphis, so I guess I adapted some of that bluesy sound.
Yeah, okay, so tell us about your history.
All
What got you into music?
Well, as a young lad, I was more so into math and science. That was my thing.
Oh, wow.
So around, I guess, 4th grade, I got kind of bored. And they were offering music in school to like the 4th graders to like join along with the high school band or whatever to teach. So in like 4th grade, I became first chair in trumpet, 4th, 5th, 6th, something like that. But I was in like middle school, first chair, and so that got boring too. So
okay.
And then I started teaching myself piano. My mom had like a little tiny piano. And I used to be on punishment a lot, mainly because I couldn't sit still, I guess. So I was like, yo, can I play this? She's like, I don't care. Just go back in the room. So, they have the little demos and stuff on the tiny keyboard. So this keyboard had an option to slow everything all the way down. So I literally learned everything note by note until I could build the speed up to play everything.
Amazing.
And then, so that's how I learned how to play piano, and then picked up guitar. And
when was that? How old were you?
I was like 16 when I picked up guitar.
Was it acoustic or was it a?
It was electric. This guy at the church I went to at the time. That was a crazy story. I was playing in the band at the church, and one random service they were like, anybody who wants to learn how to play a musical instrument, come up to the front. We're gonna pray for you. And I'm like, I already know how to play trumpet and piano, so I'm good. I'm just sitting. And so my sister at the time, God's sister, she drags me up to the front. And I'm like, I don't really know what I want to play. And so they came up to me like, what do you want to play? I'm like, I guess I'll play guitar, whatever. That was the first thing that came to my mind.
Wow.
And after that service, somebody was like, yo, I got a guitar. Here you go. So it came with like electric
That's
guitar,
amazing.
amp, books, videos with the Esteban and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're also a singer, too. What's your background as far as singing?
Man, I used to sing in church, but I didn't really like it. I was never that guy to sing and stuff. But I guess when I moved to Memphis and around a new environment, people see me playing guitar. So all the chicks, of course, are like, oh, can you play Hey There, Delilah? And stuff like that. So I had to learn these.
It's a good song.
It's a great song.
It's all about the
I was
girls,
like, oh,
isn't
man,
it?
why I never know this song. So I started like doing it. I still was shy or whatever, singing. And when I got a little older, started playing on Beale Street, the older cats started making me sing. And they were like, man, sing out. You got to bite the mic. And I moved to Jacksonville, Florida, and everybody, most people seeing some of my stuff on YouTube. And I just did YouTube just for fun. It was back then.
When was that? YouTube?
Before monetization, I'll tell you that.
Wow.
So I missed that trade.
But that's good for monetization, though. If it's old, you'll rank up there if you revamp it.
Right.
Huh.
So, which is a crazy thing. So, moved to Jacksonville, and people started having me sing and stuff, and I never really even sang like that. I wrote maybe one or two
This is
songs.
where parties or
no, like bars.
Oh, nice.
I always did like bar gigs, cover gigs, open mics and stuff like that.
Okay.
Just to get my name out around town for.
Cool. It's a good
Because
way.
that was my only way to get money was to do music. So
Would
So
you do those 4-hour gigs? Were those like typical?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you do those, and hopefully you get free food from the bar or something like that.
Right.
Maybe
Maybe a
$100
beer or
bucks.
two.
Yeah, maybe a beer or two.
Couple phone numbers
Hopefully
too.
you get paid don't want to get caught with janky promoters and stuff.
Yeah. It's
So
growing.
I've been through all of that stuff.
So is it something internal too with music? I mean, is it
Yeah,
does it calm you down?
that's what so it never drew away from the fact that I am a nerd at heart. Like today, I still like people like, what do you do in your free time? Like I like to study quantum mechanics and stuff.
Well, I notice how you're looking at the level. You're technical because you're.
Yeah, so that's a new venture of mine as well. I'm teaching myself engineering.
Okay.
So I started playing music. I was like, I pretty much think I got a grasp on playing music, but to make it sound good, I had to learn something else. So I took like the past 2 or 3 years away from playing those bar gigs and stuff like that, and just learning business and audio engineering and stuff like that.
You mentioned quantum physics.
Yeah, quantum mechanics.
Did you ever watch the two-slit experiment? It's the impact of observation.
Yeah, that's the first.
Yes,
that's the first quantum.
Things are determined only at the point of observation.
Because of the observer.
Which as a performer, you can probably even apply that to that. I mean, it's a different dynamic when you're sitting in your room performing by yourself than when you are in front of an audience.
Exactly.
Do you find that difference?
Yeah. To be honest with you, when I'm sitting at home, I barely play or quote unquote practice, what people would call it. So if I'm just sitting around at home, I'm just probably making music, making beats or something like that, or watching lectures. And then when I get in front of people, those are my times to, I guess, practice or whatever. So I guess that's why it's so genuine every time, new, because I don't know what I'm finna do, and you guys have no idea either. So it's just like a fresh, fun journey every time.
So I guess that's what people are when you perform in front of an audience, and that high that you get.
Yeah, so everybody gets to get that.
Yeah.
And I don't like diluting it by, I guess, trying to perfect a performance in my own spare time. Like, oh, I got to hit this note, got to play this chord. I don't like doing that. I like to, if I mess up, it's life.
Yeah.
You know, just how things happen in the natural world, they happen the same way in the quantum world. They happen in space.
Right? It's all
so
fractal.
I like to, yeah.
When you talk about nerdy stuff, so music. I mean, when I started researching music, it's I guess I knew this, but I maybe deep down inside, but it wasn't up to my consciousness that music is mathematical, and it is math.
Mm-hmm.
And it was Plato, who brought it. I mean, he learned from the ancient schools, so I'm
right.
sure someone told him, but he brought it to the Western world, that's mathematical, and he gave us the octave.
Yeah, he came up with the harmonies and all those.
Yeah, exactly.
440 hertz and how we
That's
tune.
wild. Oh,
Yes.
he's the one that came up with 440.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
you mean the hertz, right?
Yeah. So the intervals.
Oh, right.
For one note to another note and harmonies and octaves, those are all just hertz.
Okay, yeah, because a lot of voice coaching, that's a lot of what they focus on are intervals.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's interesting. You were telling us like offline that you're self-taught even vocally. And
yeah.
So even though you're self-taught, you're more like educated, just not in the conventional sense, because it sounds like you're doing a lot of research online and learning.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's all I do. I
Like, you're not
spend
just
a lot
winging
of my time, like
Yeah.
90% of my time goes to learning every day.
Good for you.
And
And
the 10% that goes to applying is when y'all see me on stage.
So is that practicing too? Your learning is also practicing.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
my practice, it's crazy. People see me like this all the time in Florida, where I've been doing live music in the past. But learning a song, I'll hear it, and I can see it in my head. So I'll listen to it, and I can practice in my head and never touch a piano or guitar
Wow.
ever. And then
Sounds like Tesla. When he made invention. Amazing.
yeah, man. That
That's
guy, man,
wild.
3s and 6s and 9s, man, 9s.
Speaking of inventions, I mean, can you kind of walk us through your typical songwriting process?
If I'm writing lyrics, normally I do it without music, and I just write whatever's on my head.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's probably a long story in one note, and I probably only use 3, 4, 5 sentences out of that, and create something.
What about the chord progressions?
I like to just throw my fingers on the guitar, man, see what happens.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just kind of make up chords. I call it making up chords, but I'm pretty sure somebody's played them. But
You'd be surprised.
man, you're right. Like the technique I do with whammy bar. Apparently nobody's ever seen it, but I was like, somebody had to have thought this before me. But yeah, so I just throw it down. Sometimes I go with, like I said, it's the vibrations and the frequencies and the moods and the energy around. All of this stuff can be quantified. So depending on how I feel, I can translate that into progressions or what key,
Right.
or whether to play major or minor, or those kind of things.
But interesting that you said that you'd actually your mood would also dictate what key it would be in.
Yeah.
I think few people consider that too. It's just what the chord progressions are, 1, 4, 5.
Yeah. So yeah, if I'm playing like, okay, so guitar is standard E minor. Like everybody's probably gonna play E minor if they play guitar. So that's a darker kind of tone. But if in the same instance, if I do F sharp minor, it kind of lifts me up a little bit from that standard feeling. So I guess my resonance is in the E minor kind of sense, because I think I'm naturally a guitarist. But so if I bring it down a little bit below that, I feel like that gives it a darker feeling in the natural minor. Or if I bring it up,
yeah, I see what you mean. Even though it's a darker chord, it can be a lighter key.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, a great thing about artists is that they try to convey to people, things in society or civilization, or they try to wake people up in their own way. I think that's what artists do. So, do you do that in your own way? Do you have
that's exactly what I do. But now I used to be one of those rebels to where like you're finna get this knowledge. I'm just finna give it to everybody.
Yeah.
But everybody's not. I have to sit back and think about it. Although some people are in different places in their lives, some people aren't. So I use this metaphor a lot. Like when feeding a baby, you just don't give them a steak. You gotta, give them some milk and then slowly bring them into it. So I started applying that philosophy in my music and my writings, rather than just blatant, just 9/11 job or something like that, like just conspiracies and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't do it anymore. But the main message I just try to get across now is just learning how to master your emotions, your mind, your physical, learning what words to say that gives off positive vibes, and just teaching love, basically.
Perfect.
And everything's rooted in love. You can't go no wrong. Like, who cares what you believe? Who cares? I mean, you care, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter as long as you're talking about love.
True.
Cool, man.
Speaking of, man, I mean, you should have seen when I went there. There were quite a few artists that.
Where was it?
That went up. It was at the 4th Street Market here in Santa Ana.
Oh, nice.
And it's like an open mic night that they have every Thursday. And what is it called? What's the name of the event?
Cool Lab.
Cool Lab, that's right.
Yep, the Cool Lab project.
Yeah, it's a really interesting concept, and it started about a year ago, I think. It started small, and now there's like 150 kids there, and
Wow.
a lot of them are actual artists that are trying to get up on stage and sing. But now it's just so packed that they can't get everybody up there.
But so they give them 2 minutes, 30 seconds.
They give them one song. And then there's like a house band too that'll like jam in between and kind of break things up. And there are a couple of amateurs, and they're not that they're bad, it's just that they need more experience. So they had an experienced band to kind of get these. And they kept mentioning this guy Jaimz. He's coming up, Jaimz. I'm like, who is this guy Jaimz? Because I signed up, I didn't even get called up. I'm just standing there with my little dinky guitar, and I'm just like, who's this guy Jaimz? Why do they call him emo?
Wants to know.
Exactly. And then up comes this guy, and he sings, and typically it's just one song, but they wouldn't allow him to just do one song.
Stay encore.
Yeah. So
I prepared one.
So when you are in that mindset, oh my God, I got to pick one song. How do you pick that one song?
Well, I don't like doing covers anymore. Right. So a lot, like you said, a lot of my music has a message or a purpose, or it's mostly therapeutic for me. Like, you guys are just watching me go through therapy, basically. Like, because right now there's a lot of things going on with me mentally that on the outside may look like I'm handling it very well, but inside, like, I feel like Chester Bennington, which is a true idol of mine.
Yeah. He's amazing, man.
Yeah,
but you actually mentioned Linkin Park during your performance, and I'm a big fan myself.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But so usually if I need to get something off my chest or need to get through things, usually I said it that night too. I was like, it's just amazing how when you write songs years in the past, how they still teach you more and more to this day, and it keeps encouraging me to be able to come here.
Amazing, man.
Or to get on the next stage tomorrow, figure out what I got to do.
It's very inspirational. I've always been watching emo, my whole life. And our mom, she's a music teacher, and she taught us at least, or at the minimum, how to sing.
Right.
But emo took it up and did instruments. And then when I started working with emo and seeing other musicians like yourself and other, I was watching them, and one of them was he's a stressed out guy, but then when he played, he was a completely different person. And just beauty came out, and I was just inspired. I'm like, you know what? I'm picking up a guitar. And seriously, like 4 months ago,
It's something about it. Man.
yeah, it is something about it. It just helps.
But talk about dedication. Hazm and I were very close, and I was always the instrumentalist, and we were both singers. And he has really committed himself to the instrument. I mean, it's a wonderful thing to see how music can impact somebody, even in a later stage in your life.
Right.
Yeah, I think it affects your thinking too, or changes, or elevates your thinking, or opens different pathways, or there's something about it that I can't really explain.
I know you started talking about getting into producing. Do you feel like you could probably apply those same values and principles of what you're feeling into the
So
other side of the
that's
board?
actually one of my favorite things to do is production. Like I would say over being an artist or performer and stuff. I love it. It's therapeutic, but it calls a lot of my energy. And I guess doing production is my way of giving into the world instead of taking from it.
Mm-hmm.
So like when I get artists that wants production, it's like I set them down, ask them how's everything going, what are they feeling, what kind of mood are they in, that kind of thing, what kind of sounds, what kind of colors they're hearing, and I produce off of that, like the colors or the canvas they give me.
Right.
So that's my way of applying those same kind of principles into production. Actually, I do it a lot more in production. I think I'm way better at doing it like that.
Huh.
What was the last thing that you recorded of your own material?
The last thing, I just recorded something of my own here, and I was also working with a longtime friend of mine, Danny Cassette. We're producing this single. It's going to be called Banana. And the song is bananas, man. I'm talking about the chord arrangements on this thing is very mature, I would say.
Really?
It's crazy. A lot different from the stuff I normally get a chance to produce.
How so?
Well, I'm a deep thinker, and I like my music to reflect such. Okay, so like Thundercat. I love Thundercat. He has
Cartoon,
amazing.
right? Or wait, who's Thundercat?
Thundercat? Oh my God.
I'm supposed to
We'll
know.
cut this out, don't worry.
I was like, love the cartoon.
Please,
Lionel, the
Thundercat, if
best.
you're listening, I know who you are. But no, this man's a genius. I guess it's the chord progressions are non-traditional. The way he goes in and out of key changes and major minor flips, and instead of just staying in one key. Or like if a song is in E minor, pretty much you're only going to play those same chords that are in E minor.
Mm-hmm.
Some people might switch it up and play a major 6 or something, something generic, but you got to hear it, man. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Too? Is he a producer, a vocalist, guitarist?
Well, I do all of that, but this song that I produced for her, I'm just playing. I'm just doing the production. She's singing. If it wasn't for her, for real, I probably wouldn't even be singing for real. Like her, I got a good friend in Jacksonville named Michael Jackson. How ironic, but no, he's amazing. And people like that around me be like, no, they'll tell me straight to my face. Like I'll be at a show. They'll walk straight up to the front of the stage and be looking me dead in the eyes. If I hear like one wrong note. So I think that's kind of one thing that made me like be better as a singer, not embarrassing myself on stage. So,
Wow.
Yeah.
I noticed you've got some Arabic writing, and I even noticed you were saying Bismillah Rahman Rahim like on the mic, and I must admit I was very impressed by that. I felt very proud. I'm like looking around.
Yeah, man. Right. I love to immerse myself in history, world history.
Yeah.
So are you familiar with that part of the world? Like you're saying history, like
yeah.
Have you ever thought of going out there and maybe even sharing your music out there?
Yeah. The recent tour I was a part of, we have plans to go to Turkey, Istanbul.
Ooh.
And I plan
Cool
to just
country.
go over to Cairo like it's nothing because it's right there, and that's gonna be my vacation spot.
Yeah.
Might just stay.
You've been
When
to
is
Turkey,
that?
right?
Cairo?
Turkey. You've been to Turkey.
Yeah, a couple
Cairo
times.
is the capital of,
Of Egypt, yeah.
yeah.
And so that's easy to go into. I mean, Istanbul, you just need a visa there. Cairo, same thing. You want to go see the pyramids?
That's exactly what I want to do. Actually, I want to go produce there.
No way.
Really?
Yeah.
I know a couple of musicians.
They're probably gonna
out
stop
there.
me, but I'm gonna do it.
No. You should go to the museum. Nothing's allowed to get out. They have these guys hounding you not to use your phone. If your phone comes out, it's crazy. I can't explain the museum that they have there. It's like watching this empire just wither away and us finding black budget stuff or whatever and then putting it in a museum.
Whoa.
I mean, that's
no
how
kidding.
crazy it is.
Wow.
Unexplainable. Just I can't even explain the stuff that's in there.
Yeah.
And it's massive and you just know it's highly technological. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. They were very
That's the only
advanced.
reason why I want to go there is for the vibes. And plus it's in equator.
Yeah.
You know about all that kind of stuff. The magnetic poles and
Yeah, exactly. All these cities or where the
Yeah.
pyramids are, at least
yeah.
they're in those areas, and you do feel something.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want.
So when are you going?
That's supposed to be June, July, but I'm impatient, so I might just
You might just go.
I just might just do
Thursday.
it. You know what? I don't care about this tour. I'm just gonna stay over here, guys. I kind of like it.
So you said there's in your bio it says you're in the army.
Yeah.
Can you tell us anything about that?
I actually got into the army when I was 17. It wasn't necessarily my decision. People in my life thought I wasn't doing anything per se with my life because I guess in school, it's not like I was failing. Like I wouldn't go to class, but I just come up on the last day. It's like, all right, so the first day, like in math class, first day, like, all right, class, we're gonna be learning Pythagorean theorem. All right, okay, cool. What's that? A squared plus B squared equals C squared. All right, cool. All right, now you guys gotta do a
Later.
week's worth of work to do the same formula over and over. You just told me the formula. Why do I have to stay in class for the rest of the week to do this? All I gotta do is come back Friday, A squared plus B squared. There we go. And I passed the test. And yeah, and so they're like, he's it's not like he doesn't do the work. He's just not going to class.
Yeah.
And so I just be in the music room all day playing piano or something like that. And so they felt like I wasn't doing anything and put me in the army. And so I got in the army when I was 17. Funny story. I actually went AWOL from the military.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I just felt like it wasn't progressing me anywhere. It wasn't challenging me, and I really wanted to do music. So I left to just pursue music full time, head on. So that's another reason why I can't really do anything else but music. So I got to make this thing work.
So you were talking about the energies and everything that that you're looking forward to seeing and feeling in Cairo. Do you feel those energies in Hollywood since you've moved there, or since you've been there?
Hollywood is
The opposite
strange,
one.
man. Yeah, it's strange. It's a lot of lost souls out here, and it's a lot of misguidedness, and a lot of people looking for substance that they're not finding, and they can only find within themselves. And I think that's an advantage that I have when I came over here because I already know who I am. So it's not like nobody can tell me or try to sell me on some crazy dream because I didn't come here with no dream. I came over here to put in work for myself. So it's like all those energies, like. And so that's what's beautiful about when I go into places like 4th Street Market for the Cool Lab project. It's like I understand that I have this bubble of energy around me, like this aura. So I like to put that in places, and I feel like I can spread that wherever I am, and just to give people that kind of sense of, empowerment or self-assurance. Like
You did.
It's a
definitely made an
beautiful
impact
thing,
on
man. Just
people.
encourage people. Like, you have no idea, man, how many people hit me up after that was like, man, like, oh man, I do some music and you just made me want to get on stage and like tell me what you think about this. You think you can help me out with this and all kinds of stuff. So that's the beautiful thing that I see about right here, and that's the thing I want to present to here. The energy here is all messed up. I don't really care about it, and I don't really take heed to bad vibes anyway.
Right.
Like,
It doesn't affect you.
Nah,
But at least you're here to try to change.
unless you're like
that
really
vibe.
close to me, you can't really pierce this bubble.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Yeah, I mean that's a good point. You have to come here with strength.
Yeah.
You can't just because you'll just get taken advantage of by.
Yeah, and that's the last thing you want to do. I've been taken advantage of for the past 10 years of my entire life, which is another reason why I'm out here. So
It's par for the course, man. It's par for the
Yeah,
course.
it's part of the learning.
Yeah, I mean, God.
yeah, it's the game, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate the game. It taught me a lot.
So, let everybody know. I mean, how do they find you?
Okay. Jaimz Mallett on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Jaimz. Don't shoot me. That's just how it's spelled on my birth certificate. Blame my mom. But Jaimz Mallett, and that's on Instagram, SoundCloud as well. I have a few tracks on SoundCloud.
Okay.
Facebook, Twitter. And from there, I can just direct. Oh, YouTube as well.
Yeah.
So YouTube's the same thing as Jaimz Mallett?
Yeah, everything's Jaimz Mallett.
Awesome, man.
If you just contact me personally, I'll just shoot you some links to whatever you want.
Yeah, I'll
It
put
doesn't
it in the description and everything.
or whoever's listening, I don't care. Just hit me up, send me a DM or something. I'm not that kind of person.
So, what's your next project? I mean, I know that you're planning on going out too, but what are you working on now?
Oh, so it's funny because I'm literally sitting back organizing all of this stuff. I have a catalog of, just realized, over 500 plus musical works.
Wow.
And so just putting everything in genres and separating everything from instrumentals to actual songs to unfinished potentials. So the next thing, well, I'm releasing a single soon, March 3rd. It's called Marry You. The story behind that was I listened to a lot of trap music. I love trap music. I'm not gonna lie. I love Migos and all that kind of stuff. I do like turn up. I am ratchet, low key.
Cool.
Like I'm a ratchet spiritual. But but I posed a question on Facebook. I like to do this kind of stuff on Facebook, just to make people think.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, yo, why is it that we all love trap music? We love the heavy 808s. We love the drums. We love the big sounds. We love the sonics of the music. But the lyrical content is what everybody's upset about. Like people don't like hearing stuff about, let me go shoot your mama in the face. Like, woo, like, hold on. Yo, I'm not that gangster. I'm not really trying to do all of that. Like, I don't think nobody's that gangster no more. So, okay, like, why can't we just change the lyrical content? Like, why we got to be degrading women? Why is there nobody talking about marrying women? Something like that. Like, why is it or when you hear traditional wedding songs, it's all just, I don't know how
So
you
you're
explain.
combining.
Yeah, so I love doing that kind of stuff, just genre mixing it. It's all experiments, man. I'm telling you, they're all just science experiments.
Yeah.
So
That's
this
a great message.
one of my latest experiments is taking the sonics of pop music, but changing the lyrical content to something that's not preachy, but easy to digest to the average listener that's on a radio, just riding to work or something like that, and
Very
with a
cool.
better message that you don't mind your kids listening to.
Yeah.
So,
When is that going to be out?
March 3rd. And that will be iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, everywhere.
Okay.
Do you play all the instruments on your song?
Yes, I
Yeah.
produced it, engineered it, I recorded it, I mastered it, all that kind of crazy stuff.
What do
Wrote
you
it.
use? Are you Logic too?
Logic Dog all day.
Logic bomb.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Even the mastering side. I mean, it's very.
Yeah, so I like using waves
Okay.
or
Mhm.
standard Logic plugins. Some things are powerful too by itself. So.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's amazing.
I'm
the
a
fact
big
that-
believer in it. It doesn't matter what you use as long as you know how to use it. I was
Yes.
telling my god brother that the other day, little young dude that I mentor, I was like, "Yo, man, like you can have Studio One. It doesn't matter, man. As long as you know how to use it,
Yeah, exactly.
that's all that matters.
Very true. It's very true.
That goes for everything.
Doesn't matter what compressor you're using. If you don't understand what a compressor does, then you're never gonna get the sound you're looking for."
If there's a particular artist that you've always wanted to work with.
Kanye.
No
Really?
kidding. Cool.
Especially what's happening now. I'm seeing.
I
like,
love Kanye. I love everything he's doing.
He's funny,
Yeah, man. Yeah. Free thinker. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love that, man.
I believe in it.
And,
It's time for a
he
change.
stays that way. You know,
Yeah.
he doesn't care. He does not care. what
Because
anyone
somebody
says.
has to. Everybody's so stuck on political correctness.
Oh my god!
Absolutely.
It's ridiculous.
Speak your mind, and everything else.
To be
falls
honest
into
with you,
place.
I don't even believe that he believes any of that stuff. I think he's only doing it
To get-
just for the sake of starting conversation and the fact that everybody's going to talk about it because it's
Everyone's gonna
something
talk
untraditional from what people are used to thinking.
right.
He's always been good at that. Forever.
That's what I love about it. And I
Yeah.
know this new album, he's going to say some things.
When's it
He's
coming
gonna
out?
June.
Okay. Cool.
That'd be a cool collaboration, though.
Oh my God, you and him? Absolutely.
Be great.
Nice goal.
So Kanye, well, of course, all the greats, they're all dead now. I'm so upset. Well, except Stevie Wonder. He's still around.
Who was the
Yeah.
one that passed away that really impacted you?
Chester, man.
Yeah, that's
Not gonna
so
lie.
So depressing. especially the way it was. I mean, it's so
Yeah.
weird, man. So weird.
Like,
he
man, how many times I wanted to just start this thing over, man. I just had to keep toughing it out. And you the one to help me keep going every day, and then you took the easy way out, man. Like,
right, yeah.
I feel bad. I'm mad. Man.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just
That's
weird
all I
enough.
was trying to do is to work my way up so I can work with Chester Bennington.
Wow.
That's it.
Wow. Yeah, there's nobody like him. What a voice. What energy.
He started young.
I was
Yeah.
gonna make him proud, man.
Yeah.
Well, you can still make him proud.
What's your favorite song of his?
All of them.
Yeah?
Let's see. Let's see.
Favorite album starting off.
Mine's well. I don't want to be generic, man.
Meteora.
Yeah, it was a
course.
great album.
It was
like,
amazing. There's not a single bad song on there.
God. Let's see. Well, the recent one that I'm about to cover is bling, 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 Easier to Run.
That's the one I was gonna
Wow.
call. That's
That's a good one.
Yeah, so I just
It's-
started the production on that one, and
They're always in minors, but that song
Minors
he's
are
singing the
great.
major.
yeah, it's major 6
Uh-huh.
on the flip. So the song is naturally in a minor, but I like when they switch.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
Huh.
it's kind of cool.
clever.
But yeah, so yeah, they got a lot of theory in them too. So I love that.
Could you cover that for us today?
Man, I wish. I gotta pull out the production. I might do some Linkin Park. Let's see.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
I might do a little bit. I can do a little acapella maybe.
Oh yeah.
Oh, cool.
Let's hear it.
Do they want to hear that? You guys don't want to hear
Of course.
Why
they
not?
do.
What time are we at?
Something keeps taking from deep inside of me. A secret I kept locked away, no one can ever see. Sometimes I think of letting go and never going back. Like moving pictures in my head for years and years they played. I'm not gonna keep going.
Wow.
Mike Shinoda.
Beautiful.
Very nice.
Beautiful. Yeah, where's Shinoda, man? Get in here.
Oh man, Shinoda, he needs some help. I would help him out, man. I don't even want to be the new Chester Bennington of the
Who
new
would be?
Linkin Park. That's so
Do you see anybody
disrespectful. I
replacing
wouldn't
him?
even do
That's-
that. No,
That's hard, man.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
even do that.
That's never worked.
No.
All these bands, they try. It's never worked.
That's what my heart
Why do
really
they keep-
goes the
keep the
most out
names?
to.
Yeah.
Mike Shinoda, man. I know he's going through it. I watched a lot of his recent stuff.
Oh yeah.
He's freaking out.
He is.
He was his anchor.
He needs a hug, man.
Yeah.
Well, we need a hug musically, man.
Yes, after that, yes, we do.
I need a shot after that.
we got plenty. You take your pick. Tequila, Maker's Mark. It's all here.
All right, all right.
Tequila.
Got some
Tequila's
Crown.
Is a great.
My mom's she's gonna beat me up she's gonna give me a whipping if I don't drink Crown.
All right, let me see if we got some Crown.
But yeah, it seems. I mean, I think artists have been leaving. It's nothing strange that artists have been taken away from us. You know.
Yeah,
It feels like it's more these days.
Yeah,
You know what I
man, it is. Or we're just made aware of it a lot
Maybe.
more because we have internet. I think. What?
Do you drink
We're
that straight up?
granted.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
She's gonna put me out or disown me if I don't drink it straight. Seriously, man. But yeah, man.
But it's. I mean, especially Chester the way he did
Yeah,
it.
I think it sucks, but I think it's just room being made for somebody else to fill that space.
Yeah.
Like another energy
That's a
or the
great way to
same
look at it.
energy. It's just recycled energy.
Great
Get
way to
ready
look
to
at it.
come back into it. And
So, do you believe in reincarnation?
I believe that energy is neither created nor destroyed.
Great. So it
It's
just gets
recycled.
transferred, recycled. Yeah.
hmm Call it reincarnation, whatever word you want to use. I don't think that nothing ever ceases to exist.
The Egyptians studied death for 3,000 years.
That's crazy.
You
I
know?
actually want to be mummified. Never,
Yeah?
never said that out loud before.
Are you serious?
Seriously.
Really?
Yeah.
Do they
In the
still
very
have-
near
do they-
future, they're
yeah.
gonna have the technology to bring people back.
So have you studied the pyramids? You see the pyramids, those holes or the shafts that they have.
Oh,
It
yeah,
goes
yeah,
right to
yeah.
Orion.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, I have a theory about
have-
that. I think,
yeah.
I think they want to break free probably of the recycling on the planet, and they found that out.
Mm.
And it's a way for them to just probably go back home or something.
Never heard that one before.
I think we're all recycled here. We just don't remember.
Yeah, man. My favorite theory right now, since we're in the nerd stuff, is the simulation theory.
Oh yeah, I mean, Yeah,
That's my favorite one.
There's something about that.
That is legit how I feel every day.
Because we simulate everything. The technology that we have simulates reality.
I think it was Elon Musk who said it recently. Was in the near future, simulations will be indistinguishable from actual reality.
Yeah.
And so the theory of alternate version of the same theory is that we're just a simulation of a species, more advanced species in the future.
Yeah, so
the ancestors.
And I think or mathematically, what's his name? The guy who came up with it, I think it's Boner. Not Boner.
Boner.
I forget his last name. The scientist. Sorry, but he says it's most.
His name is Boner.
It's most probably that we do live in a simulation.
I believe
it. Mathematically. This is not.
Here we go. Woo. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Let's see. What do you guys want to hear? Some originals?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay.
Well, if the real thing don't do the trick, you better make up something quick. You better find that
How many guitars do you have?
I have 1, 2. With me, I only have one, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 M's in my bank account. I'm just playing. But no, I got like 6. I think I have 6. This song goes out to my high school sweetheart.
Delilah.
Oh, this high school sweetheart.
You guys gonna make J Mal come out. You gave me the shot. All right. Well, this song is off of my recent EP. Recent EP called Knowledge of Good and Evil. It is currently on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, or wherever you get your music from any major distributor. You know what I'm trying to say. The song's called Rage. Help me take away this rage I feel inside my mind. If I scream, will it come out? Just stomp it in the ground. Help me take away this rage I feel inside my mind. If I scream, will it come out? Just stomp it in. I've been grinding since my past life. When can I take a break? I'm still eating all of these dollar fries. Why thirsty people eat my dinner plate? And wasn't meant to be this hungry. Make it worse cause I'm a stoner. I'm having lucid dreams of being free in a world while I'm a loner. Sometimes I wish that I could just fly, so I splurge on a fit. I spend $1,000 all of these working things when it ain't meant for this. And nowadays I'm sick of being me. I never asked for all of this, but I can probably take it if it wasn't for all of these naysayers surrounding me. Lord, take them all away. Or accelerate your grace. Why can't it be a book in place that illustrates every step you take and then estimate the day that I make history? I'm sending out these vibrations. I'm on my knees and open on trying to get through this situation, yet I'm patient. Help me take away this rage I feel inside my mind. If I scream, will it come out? Just stomp it in the ground. Help me take away this rage I feel inside my mind. If I scream, will it come out? Just stomp it in the ground. Cool.
Wow, man. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Amazing.
The rage is there, man.
Yes.
Yeah. Had to do some acoustic rage. But yeah, man, that song was very much so probably obviously inspired by Linkin Park.
Yeah, it is. And I think that will resonate with a lot of people. You know, all of us can feel that inside. And
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man, everybody works and keeps working, looking for that.
break.
And it's like, why is it not coming yet? Like, yo, I've been grinding since my past life.
Yeah, I mean, as human beings, you know, we're all creators in our own way. right? I mean, even like factory workers, they're creating something.
Exactly.
Right.
We're all creating products for this world, but we're not getting anything in return. Or it doesn't feel like it, but let's see. Oh, well, this brings me into another song that I did. You're going to notice a lot of genre flips.
Okay.
I give up. I wanted to do this, but it seemed too much. The good times were great, the bad times were worse. I wanted to make this work, but it's inevitable as a generational curse. Is it fate or is it the way love really works? But I know you don't put more on me than I can really truly bear. So why can't I take it all? So why can't I take it all? I give up. I wanted to do this, but I just wanna cry. The good times are great, the bad times are worse. I wanted to make it work, but it's inevitable as a generational curse. Is it fate or is it the way love really works? But I know you don't put more on me than I can really truly bear. So why can't I take it all? So why can't I take it all? I give up, yeah.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful.
Yeah, man.
Beautiful.
Is that the one you sang at the market?
No. Actually, this song's unreleased.
Oh, nice. It got unreleased.
Yeah, so I just wrote that song, man. I was going through a lot. Like I say, I wear a smile a lot.
Are you in a relationship right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
Nah, man.
What was the
Yeah.
last one you were in?
Right before I moved, like few weeks before I moved. Which
No
is funny.
way.
Hey,
Wow.
yeah. That's crazy. Like,
Severed the tie.
well, I didn't, but
So you say you play instrumentals too?
I make a lot of instrumentals. Let's see.
I love instrumentals.
Yeah.
Yeah,
know
me
why.
too, man. I just like listen to them. To be honest with you, over anything else. Let's see.
Hey, can you play with something that you use your whammy bar on?
Yeah.
Hotel California solo. No, I'm just yeah, play anyway. I don't even really use this thing a lot, like in a traditional sense.
Oh, really?
Like that? No, I don't.
Cool, man.
Sing us a cover. Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot to play it. Let me see.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
Let's go. walking through the clouds with a circus mind that's running well. And butterflies and zebras and moonbeams, fairy tale, riding with the wind. When I'm sad, she jumps to me with 1,000 smiles. She leaves me gleaming. It's alright, she said, it's alright. Take anything you want from me. Anything. Anything. Well, she's walking through the clouds with a circus mind that's running round. And butterflies and zebras and moonbeams and fairy tale. Anything.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful.
Jimmy, I love that song.
He was something else, huh? He wasn't on this earth very long.
No, he wasn't.
God. And we had another star pass away. That was Avicii. The other.
Oh yeah, did they know what it's from?
He had major health problems from
drinking too much.
But yeah, he was very depressed. What they were saying was that he was more of a producer than a DJ in the sense that he was very introverted. But being a DJ, you're at the whim.
In front of all,
yeah, and then you have the promoters that flew you all the way out, and so they want to party with you. So you have to party with them, and it took a big toll on him. So they took out parts of his body. I mean, in 14 they took out his. I don't even know what. But it's like some parts, like his internals, like they were just completely gone. So that's why he stopped touring. He actually retired in 14.
He was only 20 something, right?
Yeah, 28. So good, man. But you're healthy. You're gonna be around for a while. We expect that you're gonna keep giving us this awesome music.
Exactly. Keep playing music.
That's the plan. If I won't be here, my music will be here.
So do you see yourself forming a band, or are you happy doing this solo?
Later. Yes, there's a strong possibility. As of right now, I'm just gonna make my way out by myself.
Yeah,
it's a lot easier to manage one person than a group of grown individuals.
That's so true.
So I'm kind of tired of babysitting. So
good for you.
Yeah.
So this tour that you're going on, you want to tell us more about it? I mean, is there a bunch of bands? Is it?
Now you want to know the real truth?
Yeah.
So I'm supposed to go on this tour, right? Mm-hmm. But I didn't. I'm actually on the West Coast because of which. Oh, am I not on?
No. Oh, you're
maxed out.
Full.
Maxed out.
It's all right.
Good timing.
Yeah. So I won't say the name of the tour.
Okay.
But supposed to do this tour. It's a world tour. And that's what we booked up for the rest of the year. But my background has always been prevention in a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
So they fly me all the way out to Vegas, put me in a hotel for rehearsals and stuff like that, getting ready to leave in a couple of days. And so they send me a text at 11 p.m. telling me that the Australian government didn't want to clear me to come.
What?
So I'm like,
That's strange.
so I was like, all right, yeah, we want to tell you you're very unprofessional, not telling us about your background, and we're not buying you a plane ticket back. And I'm like, and my mom thinking like, first of all, I tell everybody my background because I'm not ashamed of it. It's
Right.
I've already told you guys, and I don't even, you're not offering me no job.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why are you even saying this to me? But I ignore it because you accusing me of unprofessionalism, and who texts somebody
Yeah.
and then tell them I'm not even going to get you a plane ticket back. So I'm stranded on the West Coast.
Wow.
Which brings me here. So I was like, well, I'm in Vegas. I don't know anybody in Vegas. Really nothing's popping off. Let me just catch a mega bus real quick. So my friend sends me enough cash to get a mega bus. I put all my money into getting everything straight for this freaking tour. Come to LA with literally $0 in my pocket. And I've been here since.
Wow, man.
How long you been here?
That's nice.
3 weeks.
Wow.
With $0. I literally, if I don't eat today, I'll eat tomorrow. I make enough money to literally survive like that. Selling beats online, playing for people, teaching guitar or whatever I can get my hands on, anything concerning music. So that's why I'm here. That's why I guess people always wonder like, what's the motivation behind the passion? Yo, it's real.
Yeah.
I don't think people understand how real it is.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Do you have a Venmo or PayPal that you can
I use PayPal and Cash App.
plug? Okay.
Patreon.
I think my Cash App is my name as well. Jaimz Mallett.
Okay.
But
Because I mean, we'll probably get some listeners on here that would like to kind of help out.
yeah, man.
too.
I mean,
Yeah. Do you have
anything like
a Patreon account? I mean, that's good too.
Well, yeah, yeah. So that's another thing I've been organizing on my music for, so I can start putting it on Patreon. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
so because people that know me know I don't release anything. Like,
Oh, so that's a good medium.
so
Or is
yeah,
it per-
exactly. So I'm just like, all right, so people that signed up to my Patreon, that's I already got it organized
Good.
to where I'm gonna do. I just haven't launched it, so
Okay.
I'll give you guys exclusive content to everything, and but just
That's very
just-
cool.
Good idea.
put out thousands of records, and here you guys go. Just
Yeah, you said 500 songe.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you monetized those in any way? I mean,
No, they're sitting on my hard drive. I don't release anything.
wow. I mean, because there's a lot of people, performers, that can perform, but they can't really write music.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, that's the.
I guess it's hard to give someone unless you really believe in them, or
Yeah. So
right.
I like to just get people in on the experience. Once they sit down with me, then they're kind of hooked after then.
Yeah.
You're a great talent, man. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm so glad. I feel very humbled to have been in that
And
audience.
thank you for this interview.
Man, I appreciate you
seriously.
guys for giving me a voice.
Of course.
Otherwise, nobody ever knew who I was. So
Well, we'll do our part and get the word out.
Absolutely, man. You've given us great material.
Agreed.
Good vibes.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I guess we should wrap things up. I mean, God, I think anybody who's going to hear this is going to really want to subscribe to your message.
yeah, man, I appreciate it. Again, like if you guys still listening at the end of this, Instagram, I'm on Instagram like daily. I don't know, it's weird. I'm an addict, but it's Jaimz Mallett, and that's stuff on YouTube, all kinds of great stuff.
All right, cool.
Check
Yeah,
it out.
'cause YouTube's good too for traffic. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.